Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2018 Porsche Macan, and we're going to do the taillight tint installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how the taillight looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPF properties, which means it will protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below. But with that being said, let's start with the installation video. So the tools you need in order to install the tint kit will be Slip Solution, Tack Solution, a heat gun, squeegee, and a microfiber towel. And a step-by-step guide in order to create the two solutions will be in the description below. So before we start with the installation for the taillights, we need to make sure we prep the lens. So all we need to do is apply Slip Solution to the lens, and with a clean microfiber towel, start removing any contaminants that the taillight may have. Okay, so when it comes to doing the installation, we're going to start off with the side taillight first, and then we'll work our way to the lens where the trunk is located. So with this one, we're starting from the inside out. So we're going to start by placing the film that covers just this section of the reflector. So with this one, you could do the dry method or just use Tack Solution to tack it down more faster. Because if we use Slip Solution, it may take a while to dry, and with Tack Solution, it'll be more faster to dry, the adhesive. So just place the film on the edge, and the film should just lay flat with no issues. Just make sure you align it between this side and this section of the lens. Make sure to keep it aligned. If you need to lift it, you can, but up to here should be good. Apply Tack Solution on top of the tint. Grab your squeegee and then just start tagging it down. Help remove all of the solution that's trapped underneath the film. Tack it down, and then we're just going to apply a little bit of heat just to help the adhesive activate faster, that way it doesn't lift over time. So just grab your heat gun, do it at the lowest setting, and then just apply heat and you should be good. Okay, so now we're moving on with this piece here. With this one, we are going to need Slip Solution, that way we help move the film around and also stretching it to each edge. So just apply Slip Solution to the lens and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. Place the film onto the lens and just make sure you're covering the clear section of the reflector. So it should align here and it should fall into place. So it's just a light stretching to reach to the edge, nothing too much to stretch. So make sure we secure it here first. So to secure it, we're going to lift the film carefully and apply Tack Solution right on the edge. Hold it and spray it on top as well. Because it is a small area to work with, try to just take your time to tack it down. To secure it, you could just use the tip of your squeegee to tack down the film. Once it's secured, just make your way to one side. Just do a light stretch to reach it to the edge, and then do the same here. Just a small stretch to reach it to the edge. So lift the film carefully, apply Tack Solution on the edge, lightly stretch it, and it should reach the edge. Should be perfect right there. Hold it in position, spray Tack Solution on top, and then just take your time tacking everything down. And just do the same steps on this side, and then we can move on with the next piece. So now we're moving on to the inside section of the taillight. So we're going to cover these two, but the only thing is that these two are two pieces. So when it comes to installing this piece, you could do it the dry method or you could do the wet method. But if you do the wet method, just use Tack Solution, that way it's more easier to work with the film. So let's say you do want to do the wet method, all you would do is just apply Tack Solution on this edge here. So apply Tack Solution onto the top section of the taillight and just a little bit of Tack Solution on the adhesive side of the film. You would align it right on the top edge, make sure it's aligned on the edge here, and you would just work your way to the other end. Just make sure the tint is only covering the red section of the reflector, not this black accent of the taillight here. So make sure, keep that in mind when you're aligning the film. It's not covering the darker section of the taillight. So once it's aligned there, everything else should just fall into place. Just guide it until you reach to this end here. So it should just fall into place like that. And because we didn't use Slip Solution, the film should not move. It should stay in position. Spray Tack Solution and then hold it in position and just lightly start tacking it down to remove all of the solution. So just use your squeegee, take your time tacking everything down. And then once we finish tacking everything down and removing all of the solution underneath the film, we're going to apply just a little bit of heat on the top section. That way we seal the top, and when we install the next piece that covers this whole section of the outer ring, it overlaps a little bit and it doesn't cause any defects or lifting the film over time. So grab your heat gun, start applying heat, and you can use your microfiber towel to seal the edges. For the lower section of the tail light, you could do the same steps as how we did it with the top section here. Just apply tack solution on the adhesive side of the film and on the lens, and then start by aligning it on that section. And remember, it's the same thing as how we did it with the top. We're only covering the red reflector, not this black design on the tail light. So keep it aligned right on the edge, and then you can use the top half of the panel as a guide to align the rest of the film. So just lift it carefully and continue aligning it. And you should just reach up to the edge here. It's going to overlap just a little bit, not too much, but other than that, it should be good. So right here, you are going to notice that the film's not sitting because of the curve, but just apply a little bit of heat, help it tack down, you should be good. So apply tack solution on top now, hold the film in position, start securing the entire tint. And then like I mentioned on this section, we're going to apply a little bit of heat just to help it sit around this small curve here. Okay, and now the same steps that we did for this top piece, now we're going to apply heat, and then we should be good. Okay, so for the last piece that covers the side section of the tail light, we're going to do the same steps. Apply tack solution on the outer ring of the tail light, and tack solution on the adhesive side of the film. We're going to place the film to the ring, place it, and then place it here. And all we have to do is just make sure we keep it aligned on the edge here. So lift it carefully, should be aligned there. And once we have it aligned, everything should just lay in place. So just lift the film and just carefully help it tack down until it reaches to one end. And then do the same for this top section here. Lift the film carefully. You can always lift it to readjust it. And then what I'm doing with this section here is just using the top half of the tail light as the guide in order to align the film. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now we just need to secure it. So just apply tack solution on top. We're going to use our squeegee to tack it down and remove all of the solution that's trapped underneath the film. So we're doing this little by little. And we're only covering the flat area of the tint, not the inside, because we can't tuck in inside. So just tack everything down. And then once we finish tacking everything down, we're going to apply heat to seal all of the edges around the film. And then we should be good. And then we'll move on to the side piece. Just apply tack solution once more on the top area. And then with the heat gun and microfiber towel, start sealing everything. So we're going to start from the inside of the tail light first. For these three, just follow the same steps. Just apply tack solution, make sure it's aligned on each one, and then tack it down with your squeegee. Make sure you remove all the solution behind the film, and then apply heat just to seal the whole entire film. That way the adhesive is able to activate faster. So these three, just follow the same process, make sure everything's covered, and you should be good. So now that we finished installing the three pieces for the middle section, now we're moving on to this curved area of the tail light. So you can do the same process, just apply tack solution to the lens and tack solution to the adhesive side of the film. Grab the film and just place it down. And with this one, you can start from the bottom section here, align it here, place the film and you should be good. So you might just need to help it tack down around the curve like how we did it for the other section for the curve on the other side. So secure this section first, work your way up, tack it down on the curve. You may need to apply a little bit of heat just to help it tack down, and it should reach up to the edge right here. So secure this section first, apply tack solution, use your squeegee to tack it down, and then you're slowly just going to make your way to the top section. You're going to need to apply a little bit of heat just to help it tack down around the curve, but that's pretty much it. And then just finish it off on top, keep it aligned, and it should reach up to here, just like that. Spray tack solution, start tacking everything down. Make sure to remove all of the solution underneath the film, and then we'll apply heat to start sealing the curved sections, that way it doesn't lift over time. So just apply tack solution, grab your heat gun, apply heat on each section, use your microfiber towel just to help it tack down, and then don't forget to seal the edges. So for this last piece, you could do the same process of the installation as how we did it with the bigger section of the outer ring here. So it's just applying tack solution onto the lens and tack solution to the adhesive side of the film. Place the film onto the tail light and just align it as you go. So place it on top. Make sure to align it to the curve. So it should be good here. Lift the film and just use the lower section of the tail light to guide the rest of the tint, and align it and place it down here. Up to here. Should reach there. Should be good. And then just do the same for the top section. So you can always re-lift it, readjust it, that way it gets full coverage, and just go with the design until you reach to the top. Now that we placed the film, just go ahead and apply tack solution on top. Grab your squeegee and start removing all of the solution underneath the film. And then once we finish removing all of the solution, we're going to apply tack solution one more time and then heat to seal all the edges, and then we should be good. So the last thing to do once you finish with the entire installation for the tail light is to post heat the entire film. So to post heat, all we need to do is apply tack solution throughout the entire lens, and we're going to use our heat gun and apply heat evenly to each section of the panel that was worked on. Take your time while you're doing this step, and then also while you're doing this, use your microfiber towel just to help it tack down, and also it will help remove any solution that may still be trapped underneath the edges. So take your time when you're doing this step, and once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. So that concludes the installation video for the Taillight Tints for the 2018 Porsche Macan. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.